Cancer, hello there my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early to mid-October 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for my lovely Cancerians. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for the Cancerian collective? So we move towards mid-October, one of my favorite times of year. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Cancer, please. And thank you, my guides. What's happening? What's happening for my friends? There it is. That card did like 3 flips out of my hand. Okay, so yeah, there could be a lot on the mind, a lot you're thinking about. There could be many walks down memory lane with this card. This is a very, very deep card. And I think I saw it for the Libras as well, but this is a very intriguing type of energy. And we'll talk about it. We'll break it all down. But first, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the October subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about this card. So there's a lot of interesting symbolism here in this card. You see that woman in the blue dress, she has her eyes closed. There's a baby doll here, she's holding a locket. Obviously there's something on this person's mind. There's these letters which could indicate communication, wanting to send a message or receive one. So there's just a lot happening here. So I do feel like intuitively for a lot of you, there's a lot of internal stuff going on, which is a very common thing for water signs, specifically for Cancer. Just a lot of internal action happening here, or just a lot on the mind. There could be a lot of things, a lot of situations that are on your plate in this time. So make sure you're taking some time for yourself to rest and recuperate. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. But the other vibe I pick up off of this is history, very similar to the 6 of Cups. So thinking about the past, reminiscing, taking a walk down memory lane. There could be certain cycles repeating in this time, things from the past. But there's also this importance towards communication when we have that letter. So maybe there's a talk you're wanting to have. Maybe there's someone that's wanting to talk to you. We'll see as we go through the reading. As always, that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. But let's get you into tarot now. I'm going to shuffle this up once and see what's going on for my Cancerians. Get you 3 in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. And while we get this deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading. It seemed pretty damn good to me, my friends. It was titled Exciting News Incoming. And it seems like for the last 3 weeks now, even if you've been going through some ups and downs, the energy has looked really good. Very premium type of energy to make improvements in your life or settle down. So let's see what we have for Cancer. And as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or even someone you're connected to. You know how tarot goes, but let's get it going. What do we got for Cancer here, my guides? But yeah, like the last 3 or 4 weeks, just really nice energy for you. So what's happening here? Okay, Queen of Pentacles, very, very common card across the zodiac this week. Very Empress-like, so this could be some good solid energy coming in. It could also be delays. We have Earth sign energy showing up big. Let's get you a couple more. All right, that card popped out super quick. 10 of Pentacles, lots of Earth energy here. So we might be continuing on with the positivity, my friends, and I will never say no to that. Let's get you one more here. We're going to really start to break this down. So if you're cross-watching, if you're going through things with a Cancer, now might be a very good time to mend bridges. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands on the back, so here comes some action. And we also have the Strength card as a bonus. Interesting stuff here. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into the intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, obviously I already mentioned it. We have a double down of this earthy energy, which has been common for a lot of the zodiac this week in particular. I've been seeing so much earthly energy, or earthy energy, which could be a big focus on work, on tasks, on the home, on the family, especially with the 10 of Pentacles here as well. But it's very positive and filled with blessings here. But we also have this fire. So it's like we're coming out of this stability and into like a boom, like this. You know that Knight of Wands is like explosive, boom, action-oriented. So I want to see how this all plays out. Let's go through one by one. Also, we have 2 court cards. Lots of people here. lots of people, lots of individuals with the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 court cards. But position number 1, the Queen of Pentacles, beautiful card, as I was saying. So this could be an earth sign that you're connected to. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If this isn't an individual, this is a divine feminine figure, very similar to the Empress when I see it. So when I see this card, I think of abundance. I think of blessings from spirit, whether monetary or otherwise. This is a very fertile type of energy. So this card to me indicates possibilities. Now, every single card has positives and challenges. A challenge with this card, maybe there's something happening where you're feeling a little claustrophobic, maybe you're feeling a little smothered by something or someone. The Queen of Pentacles could also sometimes represent something that's at a little bit of a halt or a standstill, could be having like some difficulties. In its worst case, it could be someone that is extremely stubborn. But we're not going to say anything on that until we see the clarifier. I always lean on the side of optimism until a clarifier tells me otherwise. Now, moving to the center, we have a beautiful energy, one of the best cards in the whole entire deck. The 10 of Pentacles, a beautiful completion, wish come true type of energy. For a portion of you, this could be a big influx of monetary abundance, right? This could be blessings, wins, victories of various different kinds. This is a beautiful loving completion when I see it. And as I already said, since this does represent the home and the family, maybe there's something surrounding your house, whether it's doing projects around the house, changing where you live, or making a move, or there's a big focus on the family unit or a family member when we have this 10 of Pentacles. Either way, it's very sturdy, very solid, very stable. So as we get to the end and now we get a little injection of fire, that's where I don't want to be too cautious, but we'll see. Because right next to this 10 of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands, a complete energy switch from what we have going on here. Now, this could represent a fire sign that you're linked to, so think Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If not, this is a complete total action card. It's movement, so it could be travels, it could be distance, or it could be somebody making a move of some kind. And since it is so fiery, sometimes this could be like unexpected or sudden. So maybe certain things are happening very suddenly. There could be certain changes happening when we have the Knight of Wands. If this is a person, it's somebody who might be under the limelight in one way or another. This could be someone that has a lot of attention or they're in the spotlight for some reason. So this is going to be a very intriguing card for us to look into further because it could shake up the status quo. Remember, we have this earth, solid, stable energy. Now we're coming in with fire, which can be a little unpredictable, sudden, and explosive. So the clarifiers are really going to tell us the tale. Now, moving to the very, very back end, we have more fire element, even though this is your bonus. We have the strength card, Leo energy. If you're not connected to Leo, this card to me does speak about one's internal strength, or remember I saw in the very beginning, a lot of stuff happening internally. The strength card does represent that. So for some of you, whether it's a test, whether this is your character, this is a very dignified type of energy and it's angelic. So if you are going through tests, ups and downs, when the strength card shows up, it could be you passing something with flying colors. But it's fighting one's challenges with love as opposed to force. So with all that being said, I want to dive deeper, Cancer. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for my Cancerians, my guides. See what's going on for my friends. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Queen of Pentacles. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Cancer, you drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. I know there's many beautiful Cancerians with the gift. So let's see what's happening here with that Queen of Pentacles. Thank you. Two of Swords, huh? I feel like this is a good surprise. Okay, now I feel like it's one or two different things, and we've been seeing it for you in recent weeks as well. There's been like this energy of things popping up out of nowhere, the shocks, the surprises. I feel like it's one or the other. With the Two of Swords in the upright underneath this Queen of Pentacles, it could be somebody that's feeling stuck right now. Like they don't know what to do. Should I go left? Should I go right? What should I do here? It might be someone that feels like they're running in place, right? Like they're not making a lot of progress. They're running in place, running in place, running in place. Like, when am I going to finally make this progress? Or when is this finally going to happen? But since this is one of my cards of mystery, of the surprise, of the unknown. When I see it under a card of blessings and abundance, for a lot of you, there could be really good things coming up out of nowhere, which I've been seeing for you for weeks. Whether it's situations turning out better than you thought or more optimistic than you thought. This to me is either a surprising or an unexpected win or victory. That it's somewhat sudden, and I'm already picking that up because of the back end. This is a very positive energy with the Two of Swords. A lot of people read this as confusion, but I feel like it's one or the other or both, right? Either someone feels like they're stuck, maybe it's a breakthrough, right? That could absolutely be it. There could be a breakthrough coming in where someone feels stuck, boom. We'll have to see how it all plays out. So let's move in on that Ten of Pentacles. I feel like that Knight of Wands could be very key to this whole reading, this whole situation. So why is that Ten of Pentacles in the mix for Cancer, please? Thank you. Okay, yeah. And again, we have the Tower showing up in reverse underneath this Ten of Pentacles, the shock, the surprise, the unexpected. I do feel for a lot of you, this is a little bit different. There is going to be something that could really shake up the foundations, like a big change, and it could come in very suddenly or shockingly. Okay, and I do feel for a lot of you, the Tower in reverse is the best way we want to receive this card. It does have a bit of scary symbolism, right? You see the people flying out of the tower. I say there's good towers and bad towers, and I already gave the message that, hey, there could be some things turning out way better than you thought. The unexpected, the surprising wins and victories are still here. However, this Tower under the Ten of Pentacles is giving me the vibe of like unexpected problems too. So it's like we have blessings and curse here, and I don't mean curse. I don't want to get anyone nervous or anything like that. But it's like we have good, but we also have challenge showing up. Like you might have to find a silver lining in certain situations, because there could be shocking or unexpected situations of every kind popping up in the next couple of weeks. We have possible good ones. We have possible ones that might be a bit of a challenge that might shake the stability a little bit. So let's move in on the Knight of Wands. I feel like that's going to tell us a little more detail, but just keep your head on a swivel in this time. That's for sure, especially with the Tower showing up next to this Two of Swords. There's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of unexpected for the good, but also the challenge, right? The problems or the situations. So I just feel for a lot of you, like a sense of security might feel a little shaky, right? Like there's something feeling like it's on shaky ground, or something that might shake your confidence in something. Let's see why that Knight of Wands is here. Obviously, you only claim what energies speak to you. If you feel like this is all good stuff coming your way, you claim it, you live it, and you embrace it. So why is that Knight of Wands in the mix? I would never tell you to embrace a challenge if it's not really in your life at the moment. I'm just seeing a lot of possibility for it. So, okay, Queen of Swords in reverse, and here comes this boom. The breakthroughs are showing up here. The Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, generally, this is a plan-based card. This could be a very stern, very serious type of energy and card. And when I see it in reverse underneath this Knight of Wands, this feels like unplanned and spontaneous. So I will say this, Cancer, in every single alignment, there's a lot of unplanned, unexpected. I feel like I'm a broken record here, but that's just what's showing up, and that's what I'm feeling. So I have to give it to you true. Now, the Queen of Swords, aside from all that, she is very like slow and methodical and skeptical. In reverse here, underneath a card like the Knight of Wands, I feel like, all right, just let it flow. Let it flow. Get through it. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, just let the energy flow, accept it for what it is, and keep it moving. Because this card could sometimes be a little grudgy, right? Or it could hold on to things for a little too long. And I'm getting the breakthrough energy as well, which is a positive. This is just the oddest reading because we have so much positive, but there's also challenge here. It's like that yin yang, like, yeah, there's some really good things happening, but there's also some things that are like, this needs to change, or I wish that didn't happen, right? So let's go through and do a quick little recap here, Cancer. This is a very dualistic type of reading. So some of you might be going through a great time. Some of you might be going through a very tough one. But in position number one, before we get into the shadow card, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Two of Swords, and this is where the mystery begins, right? Now, I said two main messages here. Maybe it's one person that feels like they're running in place. Now, if that's how you've been feeling, like you haven't been making a lot of progress, like you're not making many changes, there's multiple energies of big breakthroughs coming in, which is very, very nice. But I do feel some unexpected blessings and surprising wins and victories in two areas here, which is very good, and I would claim that. Because moving over to the center, we have the 10 of Pentacles with the Tower in reverse. Some of you, yeah, there might be issues happening around family. Once again, this could be very good things coming in, or a tough situation where you need to look at the silver lining. Like, all right, well, that could have been worse. Or like, all right, that could have been way worse than it actually was. So watch out for shocking, surprising, unexpected situations. You see the theme that we have here, and it's showing up triple here for Cancer, whether good, bad, or indifferent. Moving to the back end, we have the Knight of Wands with the Queen of Swords in reverse, the fire-air combination. This is that breakthrough energy coming in, and it is unplanned and not really strategic. For a lot of you, I don't feel holding on to things serves you in this time whatsoever, but there's just, I would say, expect the unexpected across the board, and this could be very good, especially if you feel like you've been stalled out. There could be big breakthroughs coming in for you, but there's a lot of energy up in the air. Very dualistic, very positive, but there's also challenges and situations. So please take a screenshot of that. We're gonna, oh, no, wrong deck. We're gonna get you a shadow card, right? I only pull shadow cards from the Shadowland Tarot, right? So what's in the shadows for Cancer, please? And yeah, we're just going to end the reading with one card like always, because I feel like it's a nice thing to do. Look within, whether it's a shadow within you, whether it's something you don't quite see. So let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, and yeah, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments. And yeah, I'm doing a spread for everyone that becomes a member in the first month, and this is the last week to get in for that. So obviously no pressure, but let's get you a shadow card here. What do we got for Cancer, please? Thank you. 10 of Swords. Common card to see in the shadows. For some of you, it may be like a lingering loss of some kind. This could represent accidents and stuff like that. But when I see the 10 of Swords, it is the most common shadow card there is, right? This is a card of pain. It's a card of loss. Just like I said, it could be things that are really, really tough to deal with, but at the same time, it's part of the human experience. This is stuff that we all go through from time to time, but there is a holding on to it. Just like we saw within the reading itself, holding on to things does not serve you in this time. Overthinking things does not serve you in this time. And this as a shadow card, how you deal with pain, how you deal with loss, how you deal with things in these certain situations is very important. So this could literally just be spirit cast in a big blanket saying like, hey, you need to do a little shadow work, but you might know that already. You might already know like, all right, yeah, there's some things that I still need to heal from and that I still need to clear up when this shows up as a shadow card, right? Some things you might need to face down, and that's okay. Right, so Cancer, I feel like that's a very simplistic shadow card this week. I don't feel like it's saying, oh, 10 of Swords is coming, watch out. So just take that for what it's worth, my friends. And yeah, that's what I have for you. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the October subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the September subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for October, I'll be going back to one of the classics. I'll be giving away 2 copies of the Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of the most beautiful decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments if there's a zodiac sign that you clash with. If so, which signs do you kind of bump heads with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of October, your name will be announced in the community tab, my friends. As always, much love, and I'll see you next time.